Now, hopefully, we don't have to play around too much and we can get right back into it. Okay, where's my controller? Let's get into this. Now, I think we just recently did a hard save and we're in the car park. Got a couple of zombie dogs floating around, but I haven't really been bothering to get hung up on them. Give me the 2 green herbs. Alright, and let's keep moving. Yeah, so no mucking around. Let's just go straight for it. Whoa, shit! Alright, we've definitely come out of the gate pretty quick here. There's a map. Downtown map. What is this thing? Is that a cockroach? Was. Gunpowder A. Where's the other one? Well, now I kind of wish I kept the whatsy on me, because now I can't do anything with the gunpowder. Oh, well, it's a good thing we like a challenge. What's up here first? Okay, so there's no point hanging around here. What's through here? Yeah, now this is well and truly into the territory of stuff I do not know whatsoever. Okay, so that's got to be Carlos. It isn't going to be too bad an idea to pick up all the herbs that we find. Well, I might complete... Yeah, but this'll turn the thing on, won't it? And I can't get out? Yeah. I said this in the last stream, but the ambiance in these early Resident Evil games is second to none. Come on, there's got to be something worthwhile around here. City guide. The tracks of our city. Dear citizens, thanks to kind and generous people of Umbrella Inc. This is a peaceful and friendly city. The vast donations from Umbrella Inc. have been used for welfare work, the construction of public utilities, and to help maintain public peace. In 1992, it was my 5th year as mayor of our beautiful city. That's right, because didn't the mayor's daughter get killed by Chief Irons? It was then that, through many donations and hard work, our city was able to rebuild the municipal building and create a state-of-the-art hospital. In honor of these fine accomplishments, I was awarded with a grand statue that same year. But so, is this a city guide, or is this just a bragging piece? The statue rests in the municipal building. I came to this city as an engineer more than 35 years ago. I made contributions to the electrical systems and to the installation of the cable car. I pledge to follow the tradition of this fine city and will devote my life to its prosperity. The mayor of the city, Michael Warren. And I bet he was glad to get there. What's out here? Fucking Nemesis encounter, probably. Whoa! Oh, we probably could take him, but what's the point? Oh shit.
Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie. My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force. What's your name?
Jill, did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah. We came all the way out here to save you civilians. But the mission went bad the minute we landed.
How did he find me? This way.
Okay, so I wasn't far off. I really am just being very reactionary to this.
Wait. I have to ask you something.
I know. You want to ask me out? All the foxy ladies love my accent. It drives them crazy.
What? Keep dreaming. Tell me, why did Umbrella send your team in?
We're here to rescue the civilians.
Don't lie to me. Umbrella is the reason why this whole mess began.
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. Do you really think the master would tell his dogs why they have to retrieve the stick he just threw? If you want answers, you should talk to someone else. I am not with Umbrella. We'll have to finish this later. Believe it or not, we're only here to rescue the civilians. If you can trust me, then help us. Think about it.
Jesus. I was gonna say, Jill, maybe don't. Oh, fuck off. What's through here? The save room is sounding quite ominous. Almost the way it sounded when the Nemesis popped out when we were in the dark room. Yeah, but what's the crank for? Like, why? So, straight out, chuck a left. I'm guessing it's the newspaper office is where we're going. Alright, let's do it. Saddle up. Whoa! He's putting in the hard yards today, isn't he? Come on, Jill, you're faster than that. Hang on, I thought you had to go 2 rooms over. Yeah, we're not out of this yet. And 2 red doors. Hang on. First aid spray there. What now? shit. A little bit jumpy tonight. Relax. Everyone calm down. Whoa! Oh, I'm getting real sick and tired of this shit. He's dead. Not just yet. Is that the other cat's eye? Oh, it is. No, but we won't pick it up just yet. Reporter's memo. At last I found the evidence I need to prove that the cannibal disease is indeed happening in the city. One man actually ate people to death. He was like a savage animal tearing away at new flesh. It was completely disgusting. I've heard rumors that many are also suffering from this disease now. However, the causes of the disease is not yet known. Is this another mystery of the present disease? I'll have to check in on. They have placed Raccoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I have lost contact with the media outside of the city, but I won't give up as a journalist. I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. I have a duty to the people and my profession. I don't think the disease... Yeah, well, Umbrella would probably sue you for hate speech or something now. Has spread nationwide. Yet I believe that this city holds the key to its creation and cure. In fact, I'm sure of it. The military has set up blockades around the city to keep people from escaping and spreading the disease. Most of the citizens have either died or have come into contact with the disease. I know it is the right decision to quarantine the city, but I can't help but pity myself. If I am infected or eaten, it doesn't matter. My fate is already sealed. All I have left is my journalism. I won't give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I've just discovered that this disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. Oh, well, obviously the 2 rounds of gunpowder would be really, really nice, but we're gonna have to forego that for now. Because something tells me the cat's eye is going to be more of the prize piece. Whoa! Fucking hell, he gives you some, doesn't he? We can always come back for that. Might be an idea to keep the shotty. And we never tried the double door there, did we? I don't believe we did. No, alright. Let's just try and lose this nutter. I always thought Carlos was meant to make another appearance there, but apparently not. Is there something else in the parking station? I'm guessing there is. Alright, so go down, chuck a right, down, right, left. Yeah, we'll gun it to that other safe room. Whoa! Okay, I think he's pissed. Now let me get my bearings right. Okay, so straight up, chuck a right. Whoa, he's like a, yeah. I was reading a thing today talking about how he's like a T-1000. Well, what more can you say other than mission accomplished? Because that's exactly what he's like. Where now? I wonder if it's going to be worth just turning around and blowing him away. But, you know, I haven't actually fought him before yet. I don't want him to just bullet sponge all the rounds. Whoa! He's had his wheat bix this morning. Wait a minute, where are we going? Straight ahead. Through the door. Okay, so out here, I would like to go back for that gunpowder, but it's not worth it. Okay, so let's load up. Well, we will make a mental note. Oh, this is just fucking ridiculous. Okay, there's got to be something. So basically, I think the goal of this is to combine the first half of the downtown with this half that we're in now. Just out of curiosity, let's have a look at something real quick. Alright, we might just have to bite the bullet and off him. If he's as persistent as what he was about 5 minutes ago... Yeah, before Huey, Dewey, and Louie kill me. What the hell is that? No idea, champ. I just fired it up and away we go. Okay, so he did leave. Oh, well... Hang on. No, we won't offload... Nah, we'll keep all of that. Well, the restaurant side of it will be cut off, won't it? I mean, it can take us outside, but then it just doubles back to where we were. Okay, look, if he bursts through the wall and kills me, well then that's it then, no sequel. You know, this... I love the tone shift in the music, because if you can't feel the tension, the composer of this game really gets to drum it into your fucking head sometimes. I always love the sinister tone to the save rooms now. Oh, what are we doing? Give me the shotty. Yeah, I know, we're going a bit rich with the shotty ammo, but... Yeah, I mean, the rate of fire of the handgun is high and everything, but yeah, it's about as useful as snapping them with a rubber band after a while, isn't it? Cheers, Josh. Appreciate it. You didn't change resolution. Yeah, I don't really get hung up on a whole lot of that kind of stuff. You know, for me, it's Resident Evil 3. Whatever gets us going again. I can still hear one moving around, but I've got no idea. Okay. Hang on, did we even come down here last time? Well, we must have. The save box was there. Actually, since it's there, because I want to fetch that gunpowder. Yeah, I'm just using my controller, yeah. Yeah, look, I won't need any of that on me. I'm gonna keep the Magnum just as a precaution. So, as far as I can tell, whenever Nemesis does show up, it's scripted in the sense that he needs to be there, but how long he lingers around for is different each time. Ooh. The cat's eyes. That's beautiful, Jill. Go and get them. Because we got both of them. There was only 2 missing on the memo, or is there more now? Yeah, this is my first real time actually playing through Resident Evil 3. I'm very familiar with the first 2, but the third one, for some reason or another, it just kept missing me by. So it's about time we finally slay the dragon and play all the way through 3. It's quite different from the other 2. Because I was under the impression that it was going to be like... hang on, where's the other eye? Yeah, there it is. Because I thought it was going to be Resident Evil 2 remixed, but it's not like that at all. Like, especially when you go to the RPD at the start of the game. I thought it was just going to be, yeah, just a bit of a Resident Evil 2 remix or a spin-off of that, but I'm glad that it's got its own feet. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Now, if I put this second one down, is that going to trigger an encounter with him? You know what? What we might do is go for that gunpowder first. Is there anything on that corpse? No. Resident Evil 1 had a remake. Yeah, that was something that I found quite confusing with the remakes, because I do have them. I haven't played them. My first real exposure to Resident Evil was the GameCube game when I was way too young to be playing it. And then I sort of just went back and emulated the other ones. I can't for the life of me figure out why they went for that over-the-shoulder look when they remade 2 and 3. It seems a bit silly that they did that. Like, I think the over-the-shoulder Resident Evil games are fun and all. Like, 4 and 5 are great. I never really got around to 6, though. I do own it, but yeah, that was another one that just kept missing me by. But it's strange that for games that are designed one way to go back and completely remake them with a whole new playing style, it just seemed a bit silly to me to do that. But you can't have that conversation online, because Resident Evil games are a very touchy subject with Capcom fans. Leon Kennedy, Ada Wong. Yeah, I gotta be honest, yeah, like, probably Chris Redfield and Carlos. I know Leon is probably the most popular character, you know, combining any two characters in terms of popularity. But I don't know, like, I've always been a real sort of Chris boy. And Rebecca was pretty cool as well. In my first playthrough of Resident Evil 1, I screwed up when she gets cornered by the hunter in that part of the game. Yeah, I forgot to go and rescue her. Come on, like, this is like that Finding Nemo scene. It's like, this thing has got death written all over it. Something's gonna happen. Raccoon City Hall. Should we do a hard save now? Yeah, we will, because we'll convert that ammo. The item box is only around the corner. That's right, because they remade 4 as well, didn't they? What was it that sparked the tide of Resident Evil remakes? Because it was like they were going out of fashion. Like, what, there's like 4 remakes in 4 years? Like, that's a bit much. I kind of think maybe the reason why they went the remake route is because I'm not too sure what other people think about it, but that Resident Evil 7, as fun as it is to play, it's not really a Resident Evil 7. Like, it felt so much like a hard reboot of the series. And some of the stuff in that village, that Resident Evil village, was a little devilish. I don't know, it felt more like Alone in the Dark than Resident Evil. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the OG Resident Evil games that's just, I mean, case in point, like tonight you can play the first 3 Resident Evil games anytime for all time, you know? It's been quite a long time since I've played the original Resident Evil 4. What's that statue over there? Oh, this just reeks of a trap. Okay. We're at the crossroads. Well, this little area here is totally unexplored. But having said that, so is all this. Yeah, nah, chuck a left, because at least then we can still get into the trolley through that way. And God, there could even be a key that gets us in there. So, yeah, we might go this way first. That is the right way, isn't it? Yeah. And this is where this door's locked and we gotta go the other way anyway, so none of it mattered in the slightest. I would let him just latch onto my leg. And just kick his head off. Which is a really effective way of killing zombies, but I'm trying to stockpile some of my health. I've gone through quite a fair bit of health lately. Alright, follow this all the way around. Oh, thank God for that. Hang on, have I got the space for this? Yeah. See, but then usually what ends up happening, I've been falling into this trap quite a bit. But that's sort of the freshness of playing through a Resident Evil game for the first time. And that is, I'll fall into a narrow alleyway and get cornered by both sides, full of zombies. And I'll lose all of my healing items right then and there. Was that a clean cut? Did they all get killed then? Oh, bullseye. That sort of luck hasn't been going my way lately. In this run. I can still hear someone else knocking around. Where are they? And does it turn green when they're all dead? One of the changes that they made in 3 that I'm really enjoying is the fact that they can just sort of close the distance on you. Like, they never used to do that in 1 and 2, but in 3, like, right off the bat, it's very noticeable that they'll, like, come staggering at you, like, when they get close enough. Like, they get faster. That's really cool. Mechanics memo. This will be good. I know that you're intimidated by your new job, Kevin, so let me tell you how to make sure that you and your trains get along just fine. You see these... alright, so basically, we are Kevin, and we're going to have to fix this. You see these carriages were made in 1968. Alright, so they're about 30 years old. And then imported from Europe. Sometimes they get rickety, but they still work because they are simple, stubborn, and strong. We can always depend on them. If they have a bad day and are malfunctioning, you'll need to take a good look at their circuits for any trouble. Once you discover what's wrong, you'll be able to fix it easily. I'm sure that you'll be able to avoid those nasty little malfunctions if you check the parts every day. These old trains will surely have problems if you don't remember to check them out. Just remember that if you need to replace anything, you have to choose a suitable part. When I say suitable, I mean that even if you can't find another original part, you're better off finding something that works good enough. It's that sort of thinking that got us into this mess in the first place. Even with regard to oil, you must always prepare good quality oil for these trains. Never forget, Kevin, that a man may betray others, but a machine won't. Well, thanks for that. That was interesting too.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of S.T.A.R.S.
This does sound ominous, doesn't it?
You mean the RPD Special Force team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out the dodge. Like, sometimes I've been doing it by complete accident. I need to really get that figured out. Because I've been avoiding Nemesis like it's going out of fashion. But someone did make a mention that if you crack the dodge function in the game, he's actually quite easy to handle. But I need to play around with it a little bit more to get that sorted. I probably wouldn't have as much of the dramas with my healing items and all of that if I knew how to do it properly.
Fire! Stay together!
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
So, Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why not? Because she's a woman.
But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
So, this is before the events of Resident Evil 2. So, Leon's like not even in town yet.
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal,
Resident Evil 3 has more weapons than 1 and 2 does. Yeah, that, and also the ammo system with the gunpowder is an interesting change as well.
I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people,
My uncle
let's
would
get
always say to me, there is nothing that sticky tape cannot
Put
fix.
this on.
Okay, so what's up with that? Can we hold more items now? Oh, yeah, we can. Hang on, what the hell is that? Okay, so that door is... what? Is it buckled in, or can we actually get out of it? Okay, no, so we can leave it. Alright. I don't think I've ever gotten as far as the clock tower. I probably should just check the other carriage. $1,900 into this game. Okay, hang on. We've got the power cable. It's the fuse and the mixed oil is what we need. Alright, so we got a shopping list. We need to go and pick these things up. Yeah, but can we get in that? we're about due for another Nemesis encounter. Alright, well, that's the only other place we can go. We might as well go and check it out. In which case, let's give the lady a real gun. Come on, where are ya? Show your face. Okay, that's it. We're exterminating everything in this alley. Get the hell away from me. Because if we're going to be doing routine trips through here, we got to clear it out. I wonder if the combining ammo into the gun was an oversight that they didn't plan to begin with. But the fact that it's in 3 games... Alright. That's good, that's pretty good. Yeah, the fact that it's in 3 games and they made a point in Resident Evil 4 to retire it, so you couldn't cheat your reloads in the menu. You had to go through the real-time animation of doing it. I just wonder if it was an oversight the entire time that someone finally got pissed off enough about to do something about. Okay, let's go all the way around. So what, like, does the wrench get us into the station, does it? That was the right turn then, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Alright. Alright, let's just... the reason why I keep running into all of the surroundings and just sort of checking, investigating everything is because you never really know. Like that first aid bag that hangs up in the S.T.A.R.S office in Resident Evil 3, there's actually a first aid spray inside of it that you can get. Okay, so we need the crank. You know, maybe a save box on the carriage, turning that into an actual save room might have been the way to go. Okay, so we got to go across 2 screens to get to the next save. It's just an old Doom habit to just constantly use the action button on all of your surroundings. You never know when there's going to be a secret door or hidden ammo that you can't see. Oh my god. Big hoss. No, we'll stick to... but we're gonna have to shotgun this guy's head off. Rotund guy, had glasses, his name was Skip. Give me the handgun. We'll slow roll this guy. Okay. More health items, which is always a treat. Okay, if I'm gonna have to haul ass, because if the Nemesis pops up... I've heard mixed things about the Resident Evil 3 remake. I probably wouldn't find it that bad, because I haven't played through this one from start to finish, so it might actually be alright. That's that. Yeah, okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Now we know what we're doing. Manhunt. No, I can't say that I have. Okay, stay focused. We need the crank. The power cord was one of the things, but I don't think we need it right now. What was that? I am happy that we're starting to get a nice medicine cabinet forming. That's really good. So I got the power cable in there. What was it? The fuse and the mixed oil. We need the crank. Now I'm trying to remember where that statue was. Might just top up the shoddy with one more shell, then we'll put the rest of the ammo back in. Okay. Now, where was it? No, because that was the newspaper office up there. And that's the car park there. It was definitely past the car park, because I only encountered the fountain tonight. And that's still in the courtyard there, so it's not there. Alright, we might just go on a bit of a walkabout and see if we can't find it. What the hell? Give me a break. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th time that I've cleaned this alley out. I noticed that Resident Evil 3 is the first time that when you ready your gun, it'll snap to the nearest target. Yeah, I think it's through here. Now, did I meet Oliveira before I hit up the fountain? Okay, well, Jill can't get out of here anyway, even if she wanted to. Because she needs Carlos to boost her up. I thought that downstairs area would have been flooded. Okay. There it is. Do we just pinch the book and take it with us? No? Oh, I just found it interesting that you could take it back. Oh, I really need to get my glasses sorted. I have a hard time reading the... Just give me a sec. Fruit shall always show us our greatest destiny. Yeah, alright, I'll put it back. It's just interesting that you could take it with you is all. And while we've still got the actual room to do that. Okay. Yeah, so we've definitely got the compass. I need to find the spot to put that. Yeah, it's just, so, like, does it even matter if we just keep the book now? I don't think there was anything else here to get, was there? Oh, well, the compass is really what we need. Yeah, alright, we'll leave the book here then, but we'll pinch the compass. I've got no idea what to do with it. Just top up my ammo. Oh, well, now we'll actually go to that station now that we got the crank. I believe that's the only blue area that's still on the map. I said this on the last stream. Resident Evil 3. Whoa. Oh, this is just not your day, Jill. Resident Evil 3 does a good job of keeping you looking in. It feels like a lot broader and a lot more expansive than what it is with all of this running around Raccoon City and these heavily congested streets, but it's very, very compact. It's not the sort of it's like, I mean, like, you look at the first game with the setting inside of the mansion and everything like that, and then you get the intro to the second game when you're running around these streets with, you know, trucks on fire and explosions, and you're under the impression that the game is a lot bigger than what it actually is, but then it... Alright, where the hell... You're kidding me! That's actually what you gotta do! Yeah, it's like, the games always felt a lot more expansive than what they were. Yeah, the dogs, man. I had a bad run-in with them earlier, the ones inside the car park, because I left them alive. I ran past them, but when I came back, good God. Why does this area seem familiar?
I'll check over there.
Yes, you do that. The web spinners were so cool. I like the spiders. Are they in Resident Evil 3? Or is the idea to get the locks all cleared? Oh, shit. Whatever that means. Oh, hang on. Loosey lefty righty tighty. Mama didn't raise no fool. Okay. It's got the machine oil. What else did we need? The fuse. Did we do something wrong, or did that happen for real? Oh, God. Just leave it behind. Or can we combine these two? Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, might as well. He dies like that for real. You know, for a second, I thought what was gonna happen was he was gonna walk under the car and the jack will give out and squash him, but I wasn't expecting him to just blow up. That's made my day. Alrighty then. Okay. So we need that fuse. Where's that fuse hiding? Yeah, the substation, but how the hell do we get to it? Not to mention, we've got all those new zombies to be dealing with as well. We might head back to the cart real quick. And use some of these items. It's this extra, like, snaking courtyard bit. Was it this bit or the other bit? That has me just a little bit nervous. It's just, it's primed to start having stuff jump out of it. Yeah, this bit here. It's just primed for Nemesis to drop out of a ceiling. Boom. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, I wasn't expecting any of these guys to really make it out.
Don't come any closer.
Oh, for a second I thought he was going to blow himself up.
Mikhail, do you have some kind of death wish?
Can't have some slack, Jill. I mean, the guy is pissing out blood everywhere.
I can't stop just because I'm wounded.
But can't you see those monsters are also the victims of Umbrella?
Are you accusing me?
That's enough of this conscience talk, Jill.
You don't seem to understand something. We're not really involved with the company. There's no reason for any of us to take responsibility for this mess.
Oh, cheers for the follow, man. I appreciate
I
it.
know that. And right now, that's the only reason why I'm trying to cooperate with you.
You know how it was like framed before with Mikhail just sort of sitting on the ground? I was waiting for something to just fall out of the air and just squash him. I mean, like, look at the last team member that you had that was wounded, like Richard Eichen. Like, his fate, like, getting eaten by a Neptune, or, what, getting eaten by the Yawn. They're both shit ways to die.
My men aren't.
Don't think about that now. Just rest.
That's what you get for being a nice guy in Resident Evil. Yeah, so... Oh, hang on. The mixed oil. We haven't got that, have we? We got the machine oil. We didn't miss anything in the front of the cart, did we? See, because I think to get to that substation, you got to take that elevator down, but it's missing a battery or something. And I haven't found anything like that yet. No, there's nothing else in there. What about the manhole cover? Oh no, there's nothing down there. Alright, fair enough. We'll just keep on doing our thing. Did I read that right? I could have sworn, because that's the elevator there. Unless there's something I'm missing in... Yeah, alright, we'll go back and check it out. Why not? We've actually done pretty well double dipping into certain areas. It's paid off tonight at least. Yeah, we're probably about due for a hard save as well. Yeah, but is it actually worth cleaning up this part? I don't know. And that's where the station was that just blew up. I would love to know what that is. That locked door. Oh, because that was the newspaper thing there. Not to mention, dogs just broke out in this little area here as well, so we got to remember that. I really want to double check that and see what that actually said. Oh my god. Nah, we got to kill him now on general principle. Yeah. Well, Nikolai really earned his keep on the team, didn't he? No, we still got a first aid spray. What was this area again? I can't remember what this was. But we'll go down here first. I just want to double check what that thing said. Okay, so that's just the restaurant there. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, we don't need to go back in there. I think we've gotten everything we can out of that. Some of the Resident Evil games that I never got around to were the Code Veronica ones. What, there was 2 of them? I never played those at all. What were they, like Dreamcast exclusives or something? See, but there's a it's got that flying... There's that jib jig thing all the way up there. Ah, Lord have mercy, because if these things... At first I thought they were cockroaches like in the Resident Evil 1 remake, but they weren't. They... What, there was something weird. Something else. Oh shit, is there one behind me? Alright, Jill, time to haul ass. A lot of these things keep spawning back in, I've noticed that. There is no power supply connected. Yeah, so... There's a slot where a battery can be set. So that's what we need to find. And then there's this poor bastard. His expression shows insane agony and pain. I bet. Yeah, I didn't... Like, 7 it was fun to play. Yeah, see, that was sort of my problem with 7. And I never played Village. I mean, like, werewolves and ghost girls and lady vampires, like, it's not Resident Evil. Like, I don't care what anyone says, it's not Resident Evil. I remember seeing that first trailer for Resident Evil 8, and yeah, just, wasn't for me. The Baker family, as cool as it was, you know, it's more like a House of a Thousand Corpses Rob Zombie video game tie-in. It's not Resident Evil. Yeah, I played 7 up until you go to the ship. And then I just tapped out. Like those, what are those black demon zombie whatever the hell those things are. They look like the regenerators from Resident Evil 4, but like whatever. You know, none of that stuff really stuck the landing with me. I did see the Resident Evil 9 trailer. Okay. I guess. It seems to be going back to walking back a lot of that village stuff, which is okay, I suppose. I should mix up that ammo while I've got it. Yeah, it just seems to be a little... I don't know. But I suppose, I mean, if it's to get new people to give Resident Evil a try and get new fans... Like, I'm sure it'll do a great job of that. Like, Capcom are pretty good at that sort of thing. The other thing as well is... Capcom, like the visual quality of their games is always second to none. Yeah, the reloading tool can go back. Actually, I might hard save it now because it is starting to get a little bit late. Where the hell is that battery? Actually, don't hard save it. I want to get that battery tonight before I cap off the stream. Where the hell is it? Okay, that fucking compass. Pardon my French. Alright, we'll go and do that now. And we'll... Because I really wanted to get that fuse and get the carriage sorted. Actually, you know what? Now that we got our bearings, we'll go and do that all now. Alright. We could probably put the ink ribbon back. We won't be needing that. You know, it's funny, I see a lot of people talk about what they didn't like about things like Resident Evil 6 and stuff. Like, they said it was too much like Gears of War. It was too much like an action shooter. I don't actually fault Capcom for dipping into that. Like, they said Resident Evil 5 was too much of those things. I thought 5 was an okay sort of game. I seem to be the only one that thought so. But you gotta look at the games that were popular when these things were coming out. Like, Gears of War was dominating. Like, what? I mean, we had, like, Resistance was doing its thing. The Halo games speak for themselves, so it doesn't surprise me that Resident Evil succumbed to that and was more interested in becoming a bit more of an action shooter. And not to mention, when Doom 3 went full-on horror, like, almost everyone was saying how shit it was. So, I mean, the general feel of the video game landscape was people just didn't really care all that much about horror at the time. And then you fast forward a decade or so onto that, and then you get things like Five Nights at Freddy's, and the kids were into some scary games again. So it's funny, it's like what a world it was and what a world we live in. I played the first Revelations for a tiny bit. I never finished it. There was 2 of those, wasn't there? I might just fetch a healing item real quick. I mean, you never know. We might have a dance-off with something that's going to not play very nice. Yeah, there was 2 of them. Yeah, I thought so. I wonder if those Code Veronica games are actually any good. Or if because we've had quite a slew of bad Resident Evil games that suddenly they just seem better because something worse has come out. I suppose one of the biggest problems that they've got is how do you make Resident Evil interesting to younger players? Because, like you just said, like, we've just got the trailer to Resident Evil 9. Like, that's 9 whole installments, not including spin-offs, balls deep in this franchise. When you add in the spin-offs, like the Mercenaries and the Revelations games and like the Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles and Gaiden and all those other games, Resident Evil 0, like, what? It's up to 20-something installments, I think. That's quite a lot to expect new players to take all of that on board. The barrier to entry is very high, so when you look at a trailer that says Resident Evil 9, it's been going on for 30 years and we're 9 games in. This might have missed me by. What in... Yeah. Get the heavy artillery out. See, like, look at this guy. Like, see what I mean? Like, they close the distance on ya. Come on, Jill. Keep it together. And I just shot an explosive barrel that I didn't even see was there. Why is it that the female zombies are such a pain in the ass to put away? Or is that just me? I think that's it. Substation. Yeah, Wong, she has quite a few fans, doesn't she? I actually thought that Separate Ways game mode in the original Resident Evil 4 was pretty solid as well. It's a very short sort of little mini game, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, alright, what do you got? Man, I wish the company that made The Last of Us would make like the Walking Dead game, but with the Last of Us engine, like looting and that. You know, I never got around to the Last of Us games. I think at that point my bitter old man crankiness sort of started to get the better of me when it came to video games. I think everyone has that moment, you know, where they like, you know, they finish school, they start working and all this kind of stuff, and then they just simply don't have as much time for video games that they used to have. And around about that time with me was when things like The Last of Us were happening. I really owe it to myself to go back and give it a shot. What is this? No, I didn't, but my brother did. He was really big on it. I sort of caught glimpses of it here and there. We were in a zombie boom back then. Like, you think about it, when did The Walking Dead debut? Like, what was it? When did that series debut? It was like 2008 or something like that. And 2018 it was still going. Like, that show literally was The Walking Dead. Hey, what's that? Yep. Oh, 2010. You think about TV shows in terms of popularity, like, usually by about that 3-year mark, they're running on fumes. The fact that that was around for as long as it was. When operating the transformer, be sure to set to manual mode. The old system is prone to short-circuiting. Be careful not to let it exceed. Will you set this? Yes. What the hell? Well, it was a cool show. I don't doubt that for a second. I mean, when you're on the air for over a decade, I mean, how many things have managed to do that weren't serials? Like, what, Supernatural, Smallville, what else? That managed to have 10 plus years. I'm just winging the hell out of this at the moment. Oh, bang, there you go. Zombies come pouring through. What? I didn't mean to do that. I just pressed random buttons. I just wanted to see what would happen. Ooh. What's that? Christmas come early. Grenade. Whoa, hang on. Alright, we've got company. Yeah, but I don't really want to... This game... Whoa, hang on. What's going on here? Yeah, but aren't we just going outside where they are? Like... Whoa, shit. Hang on, why is he... Go back inside then. Fuse was there, bro. Yeah, alright, no worries. We'll, Shit, man! I don't have the energy to deal with this guy right now. Had I have known Nemesis was going to turn up. Fuck! This isn't looking good, champ. We should really use that now. Okay. The fuse is... So I'm guessing the fuse is in that other room and we have to increase the electrical output to get to it. The trick is, how the fuck are we going to do that now that Nemesis is there? Yeah, I actually quite like that. Yeah, S.T.A.R.S. It's interesting though that he keeps saying that to Jill, and Jill's not even in a S.T.A.R.S uniform. Whoa, shit! Alright, you win, champ. Yeah, he is pissed. Alright, it might be an idea to hard save it now. Where's my... Yeah, alright, that is midnight. I might hard save it now, providing I don't get killed. But we're not finished with the substation yet, so... Straight shot up to the left. Because we gotta go up. Straight across, down, into the save room. I think it's pretty cool that you can hear him say it and he's not actually in the area. That's really cool. Yeah, I did sort of screw myself over a little bit. So what? I set it to 120 and that opened up the other gate. I got no idea what to set the other door to. Yeah, S.T.A.R.S team, yeah. Actually, what we'll do is... We'll mix everything up. Probably don't need to mix the green herbs in with everything, but why not? The blue herbs, sorry. Well, that was one of my big things that I really wanted to get sorted, and we've also got to make up that ammo. This actually wasn't a bad little score tonight. We've, what, there's 2 first aid sprays. There's the Max Herb. We've got 2 green and reds. Shitload of shoddy shells now, which is good. Because we need guns, and we need lots and lots and lots of guns. And we got the grenade launcher as well. We've met Carlos. Nikolai blew up. We've done pretty well tonight. But we need to get that fuse. That's the main objective. I might just keep one of those. No, I'll change it because first aid doesn't heal poison. Not that there's anything else. I haven't seen anything that can poison me. And I'll give it the hard save here. Just out of curiosity though, before we wrap up, if we leave, if we go out through here and then go back in, will it change to a regular? Okay, and now let's go back in. Does the save music change? Does it negate Nemesis? Yeah, it does. So what do we reckon? Go back to the substation and finish it up. So that means I wasted a save. Oh, I just typed in... oh, shit. There's a lot of this going on now. I just typed in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and just one of the first ones that came up. Oh, ROM something or other. It had this pinkish logo to it. They have like all these redumps and CHP files and stuff like that, and I haven't had a dud from there yet. Oh, the Mortal Kombat Trilogy one was a bit of a swing and a miss, but the Resident Evil 2 DualShock ones that I played through were fine. And this one seems to be going alright. I haven't had any problems yet. Okay, so that did negate Nemesis. So let's go back. Did all the zombies vanish as well? Did it reset everything? It must have. I've got no idea what the output for the other one is supposed to be. $15 to $25. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Okay, I fucked up there. Okay, that's too low. Go to reds. No. Red, blue, red, blue. Or blue, blue, red, red. No. No, we need to get it under that. Yeah, third one down, fourth one up, same thing. I think I've done that combination how many times now? Alright, let's do this. Let's go blue. No. Yeah, alright, so there's a bit going on there. Yeah, alright then. We might just leave it at the hard save then. Because I'll probably end up having a save state there, but I don't want to use the save states because I think it cheapens the authenticity of going through Resident Evil with this kind of finesse. Alright, so we have to gain that fuse. That's going to be the main objective after that. Alrighty, but it wasn't a bad effort tonight. I think we did pretty good. Rightio, so I'm looking to kick off maybe another stream tomorrow night, and we'll start finishing up this part, because what I think everything ends in a clock tower or something. I don't know. People kept saying I keep hearing all this talk about a clock tower, and Nikolai did make a mention of that before he came down with a sudden case of death. So I think we'll keep following that through. We've got to be at about the halfway mark by now, surely. And yeah, we'll dip back into it tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Awesome chatting, everyone who tuned in. So we'll catch you next time.